Good.
You know, I'd like to just add that when you respect the other person, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to bring up your own point of view, and ultimately, when you respect and trust the other person, the teamwork actually bears fruit. And I think that's the way Michael's teams played when he won the championships. That everybody sort of believed in each other. No one played the same. I mean, but he was able to hold the team together because of all of that. And I think that's true with other parts of his life, and no different when we talk about shoe design.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to you. Yeah, and your applause too, because we had a very good time. Now this will be your turn. So we open to the questions. If you could just name yourself and the media you represent, and also if you can ask your question in English. If not, I will try to translate. Who wants to start? Yes.
Hello, Thomas Gilbert, West of France. I would like to know what do you think about the NBA now? Players like
Tony Parker.
LeBron James or Dwayne Wade?
Yeah, I think the game is improving. It's been to me, Tony Parker and European players have brought a lot of different aspects to the game. As you can see, the European basketball is getting stronger. The competition is a lot stronger. We as an Olympic team are having tough times beating them. And a lot more of those players are coming and playing in the NBA. It shows that things that we're doing in terms of coming here and seeing some of the young kids and exposing them to more NBA basketball, more high school, more basketball in the States, they take it back to their countries and they get better. And we see them down the road, hopefully, playing in the NBA. So I mean, the whole evolution of basketball has improved tremendously because of the European interest in the NBA, as well as David Stern bringing more NBA players to Europe to see and expose the game. So I mean, it's great for the game of basketball. I think I truly enjoy watching the Dwayne Wades and the Kobe Bryants and LeBron James and all these guys, as well as the Dirk Nowitzki's and Tony Parkers. These guys have moved the game up tremendously to where it's very, very competitive worldwide, not just in the States.
Another question? Not only on the NBA, I'm sure you will have a few. Yes.
A question about Tony Parker. Do you think he could be the best? Sorry.
Who's speaking?
François Giuseppe from RMC. Do you think Tony Parker could be the best point guard in the league?
I think he could be one of the best. To say that you're the best amongst some of the greatest basketball players in the world is very difficult to say. You still got Steve Nash. You got Tony Parker as well. You got Jason Kidd in New Jersey, and then you got the new kid Chris Paul in New Orleans. So I mean, you got a lot of good young point guards, and Tony Parker is one of the top.
Yes. Here. Can we have a microphone?
Here.
Thank you. And then after the lady.
I'm Alisma from Rivers Magazine. Michael, I want to ask you, how do you choose the players that will represent Jordan Brand in the NBA in the future?
Well, we use a lot of different criteria. Obviously, the thing that means the most to us is the hard work and dedication to the game of basketball. I'm a firm believer that you have to be true to the game. True to the game to me is that you're willing to work hard each and every day to better yourself as a basketball player. Those are the type of qualities that we look at as a brand. It doesn't have to be your elite guy. Sure, we have players like Carmelo Anthony and people of that magnitude, but then we have also guys who work hard to be the best player that they can be, and that may be coming off the bench. The Michael Finleys and Mike Bibby's. These are the guys who are not really high-end elite players, but they're good players, they're good solid players, and they make their teams that much better. So I mean, we use different criteria to consider a guy Jordan Brand player because of his dedication to the game itself, and it doesn't have to be a top player.
Another question? Yeah. Just, est-ce qu'on peut avoir le micro ici, s'il vous plaît? Merci.
Hi, Thomas Bergeron from Basket News. Do you think that among the progress of European players, the new NBA stars and the struggle they have in international competitions mean that maybe those guys don't have the fundamentals that your generation has?
Great question. Yes. I think the thing that has been proven and is very obvious is that the European players have taken the fundamentals of the game of basketball to a whole different level to better themselves as all-around basketball players. The unfortunate part about the United States is we get so caught up into the highlight films, the dunking and the passing and the things of that nature too, where now you play against a more fundamental aspect of a team and it becomes very difficult to play that style. Not that we don't have players like that in the States, but when you think about trying to put together a team at quick notice, like the Olympic team, and then play against European teams that's been playing together for some time, more than just 1 year, more than just one summer, they've been playing together for 3-4 summers, you can see the continuity and the chemistry, the way they play, which makes it even more difficult for us to be successful. So what we have tried to do as of recent is to get guys to commit more than just one summer, to be there 2 and 3 summers to where they can build some teamship, some skills and some fundamentals. So I think that's going to improve our basketball and improve the competition against European teams. But the European teams has gotten better and forced us to look at that in the same frame of life.
Stéphanie Bagouet from Maxi Basket. Can you talk about your role with Charlotte Bobcats and what do you expect of this?
Charles Barkley?
Yeah.
Charlotte Bobcats.
Charles.
I was going to say Charles Barkley. He's the big side. My role is to oversee the basketball decisions with the Bobcats and to try to make sure that the way they are trying to build a basketball team is what we feel or what I feel is the correct way to build a championship team. So I will oversee that. Will it be a day-to-day process? No. I stay in contact with Bernie Bickerstaff, who, as you know, is our general manager and also our coach, and we collaborate, most of the time in terms of trying to see what the team needs, see what the activity is with the team and with the organization. So that is primarily what my job is, to make sure all the basketball decisions that's being made is the right and proper ones for the organization.
Another question?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
In which way your experience with Washington helps you right now?
It helps me in the sense that to build a good business, you got to really understand exactly what your focus may be. Is it winning, or is it to make sure that you spend money wisely? And it's 2 ways you have to approach it. If you have the right pieces in place, then it's all about winning. You just need to add more pieces to make sure that nucleus and it flourishes to be a good team. It's about, if you got too much capital, too much money, spent in one area, then you have to take some of that money and generate it in other areas. That means possibly trade or get some new players, things of that nature. So the whole thing in Washington would help me maneuver and build a better team.
Another question? Yes.
What do you think about Joachim Noah, and his decision to wait before going to NBA?
I think that's a great decision based on what he feels he wants to do. I think a lot of times these kids are so quick to jump to the business aspect of basketball, but in fact, college is fun. It's good to hang around with your friends and people of your age, and at some point in time, he's going to be able to step into the pros and show that he can play on that level. But I think his decision was based on enjoying college. And I think he's one heck of a basketball player. He could have been in the top 3 picks if you choose to go pro. But he wanted to enjoy college, which I think more kids should think about and enjoy life. And when they get to the pros, they can deal with some of the things that happens in life on that professional level.